Ooh, that's a little louder than I'm used to from Lord of the Lost. I love that. Hello everyone. Welcome if you're new here, welcome back to our video village. I'm taking a look at Lord of the Lost Bazaar Bizarre today, which, what a fun play of words. This was requested on Patreon by Andy, so thank you for that. I'm really excited to take a look at this. I haven't watched this one yet because I wanted to save it for a reaction. Hello everyone. Welcome if you're new here, and welcome back to the video village. Today I'm taking a look at Lord of the Lost's Bazaar Bizarre, which is such a fun play of words. This one was requested by Andy on Patreon, so thank you for that. I haven't seen it yet because I wanted to save it for a reaction. I have covered a couple of Lord of the Lost videos here on the channel, so check those out after you finish watching this one if you enjoyed this. They do some really great, very innovative videos, which I really like their style. Like, it's that sort of 80s goth kind of thing that they do, but more modern in a way. So I really like it quite a bit. Apologies for sounding a little sick. I'm recording this while I am actually sick, so it's we're making it work. Let's just say that. In case you're new here, my name is Manon the Reeper. I'm a horror sci-fi documentary filmmaker. I also write short stories, and I'm working on a couple bigger projects of which you can find sneak previews and sort of like early access on my Patreon. So if that's something you're interested in, you also get early access to my videos. So definitely check out my Patreon if that's something you're interested in, or in case you enjoyed this video and you don't want to commit to like a monthly subscription, which I totally understand, you can buy me a coffee through Ko-fi. Without further ado though, let's get into the video. Ooh.
Vendors of secrets and sellers of sin, veils out of truth on the faces within, cages of nightmares and dreams on display, each with a price that the soul must repay. Wolves in the wool, serpents in silk, traders of time for a taste of spoiled milk. Clockwork illusions ticked up through the night, whispers of wonder and shadows in flight. Puppeteer strings, they twist and they wind when the sane lose their mind. Children of the night, in turmoil we unite. The wonders of our world to
Ooh, that's a little louder than I'm used to from Lord of the Lost. I love that. That is so cool. What an interesting video so far. It looks very artsy, which I'm definitely digging. So just going to go to this opening because to me this opening shot is pretty spectacular. I love this crown. I love the hymn before the white background. It's a beautiful sort of, you know, profile here. Really, really cool. And I love that it's sort of turning and we have some sort of effects here going on with the white splatter of some sort. Very nice. And then we're in a desert, and Andy told me that this was shot in Mexico. And it does remind me a little bit of that one video by The Warning. And I wonder if maybe it was shot in the same desert. Although deserts look similar, you know, but it could be, maybe. Is it a coincidence? I don't know. It could be. But yeah, it looks a little similar. Love the contrast here between the pale desert and these guys in all black. They really stand out. And the color grading here is really great as well, because the blacks are really, really deeply black, which is something you can achieve through color grading. Quite immediately, they establish that something's going to happen with these creepy, 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 creepy ass dolls. I'm not a huge fan of dolls. I don't really work with them in my horror stuff, because there's two things that freak me out too much, and that's clowns and dolls. I know. I already didn't like them much as a kid, you know, both of them. And to this day, I don't love it. So it's very effective in that regard. But they're doing some cool things with effects here, which is really nice. I love these shots with the crown. Really beautiful, and I love the really center composition. It's giving it very much like it's a Christian reference, right? There's even an upside down cross here, so it's almost like it feels more like a Mary than a Jesus reference, but it's really beautiful. There's also this thing throughout where they're showing like a third eye type of thing, one with a triangle. Chris had a round, like a circle on his face, where we saw a reflection of him, like this shot here, where we see this eye. Also, I think this must be, maybe it's Chris' eye in the other shot, because I saw this contact lens here where that makes the pupil look a lot larger than it should be technically, unless he's on something, which I doubt he was for the recording of these videos, but yes. And then with all of these shots for like that are with the dolls, there's some weird smudging going on the screen, and I don't know if that was something that they achieved in post, or if they actually put some Vaseline on the lenses during filming, which is something that they sometimes do to create like a hazy effect. A little bit of a pain to get it off. Actually, I shouldn't say they put it on the lens. Usually they put it on a filter that you put in front of the lens. But it does look like that's like something that they may have done for this. Also love this here. So basically what they did is they masked this guy's hair and then imposed a different shot on top of it. And I thought that was a very cool effect. I don't think I've ever seen it done this way before. And I guess it does feel seamless because it all blends into black here in the bottom. But it's very cool. And there's definitely some sort of glitch effect here going on that they put there in post. So you see like an outline of these guys as they're walking through the desert here. So there's a lot going on in all of these shots. There's a lot of things that they did with effects in post-production as well. It's like even here you can see the same sort of glitch effect that we saw in this shot here. You can see it's the same effect. A nice focus pull here. Very nice. Let's keep watching and see if a story unfolds.
Deep in the heart, when nightmares conspire, everything's when and nothing is why. Cobblestones whisper the tales of the past.
Love that.
Skies,
Very cool.
reflections of fear in the faces that pass. A place out of time where realness won't last.
Ooh.
Always full of whispers of futures untold. Treasures of torment and pleasures of road. Lanterns of sorrow, the flickers surreal. Showing
Love this.
that I'm there to reveal. Walls with the phantoms, the dance, the divine in the space where the lost and the found intertwine. Children of the night, in turmoil we unite. The wonders of our world to inspire. Children of the night, no one lost behind. Children of the night, in turmoil we unite. The wonders of our world to
Really cool. Damn, that was a very heavy, punchy song. Absolutely loved that, actually. I love the more classical elements with it as well. And the video is pretty cool. I was surprised to see that this was a VDPictures video again, which is a frequent collaborator of theirs. I'm guessing that the studio bit of the band performing, that's the part that they must have shot in Germany with them. And then the desert and the dolls and stuff, I'm sure that was all of the stuff that they shot in Mexico. And I was just watching the credits come through, and it says here, special thanks to No Bite insect repellent sunscreen with SPF 1,000,000. I am sure that they had a hard time in the desert with their incredibly pale skins. I hope no one got burned. That's so funny. You don't normally think about those things, but if you think about, the amount of time that they must have spent in this desert walking back and forth and back and forth and back and forth to get the shots that they wanted and, do all their things, you're out there in the full sun, and this really did look like it was filmed during, the middle of the day. Would have been pretty hot, pretty scorching. Really a wonderful video and so many interesting shots. And can I just say is that whoever edited this, that person went all out. Ah, yes. Okay, so it is actually, eventually it was all put together by VDPictures. And yes, as I said, they went all out on the edit here. It was a lot of shots, and it was quick moving, and definitely some VFX as well, which is really cool to see. I love the way that they imposed sort of like these images on top of each other, which I kind of pointed out already. Like this shot here. So cool. As I said, they went all out during this edit. Absolutely love this. It almost looks like a Rorschach image, of the ink blots on the black background. And so basically they had two shots here that they used. One was the guy in the middle, which was sort of in the center, and then they had these two. That's just one shot, but they layered them on top of the one in the background and mirrored it. Absolutely love that. And it's almost like the head sort of sprouts from this like a flower. But I love these. Like, there were a couple of these sort of compositions, and I thought that they were so artful, so pretty. Really, really, really nicely done. Very creative. Not really something I've seen before, so I thought that was cool. In terms of something that I have seen before, it's the black goo. If you've been watching music videos with me for a little while, you know that, or you watch them on your own, if you watch some metal music videos on your own as well, you know that the black goo, for some reason, is like, it's almost like, you know, a glass of milk in action movies. It's like a little wink wink sort of, I wouldn't say trope, but like a sort of like element that is just a part of metal music videos for some reason. I don't know why, but it's something that they'll use very often. And here it works well because it does kind of fit that sort of demonic vibe that he's rocking with his upside down cross crown here. Really pretty. And sometimes they'll use oil or they'll use some sort of other sticky product, but it's, from what I've understood anyway, from Charlotte Wessels, who did that with, what's her name, from Arch Enemy. They shot a video together and they basically poured oil all over them, and it was just a pretty terrible experience. But it looks cool. So there's that. Anyway, this was a great video, really beautiful, very, very artful. I love to see that Chris Harms actually directed the part in Mexico. I'm sure they'll keep doing these really big music videos. I really, really enjoyed the song here as well. It was a little heavier than I'm used to, and very orchestral too, which actually mixed really well. Some harsh vocals as well, which I thought was really cool. Either way, let me know if there was anything that I missed about this one, if you have any further thoughts. In the meantime, don't forget to subscribe, to follow along for more videos, like the video so we can reach more people, and don't forget to check out my Patreon or buy me a coffee on Ko-fi, and or join us on Discord and chat with us some more. I hope to see you for the next one. Peace.